Welcome, explorers, to today's lesson, where we will be learning all about birds, and especially those birds that call the Bahamas home. Now, birds lay eggs just like amphibians and reptiles that we previously learned about. Can anyone tell me what makes birds unique from any other animal? Now, if you said birds have beaks and they have feathers that help them with flying, then you're absolutely correct. Let's take a closer look into the wonderful, magnificent world of birds. A bird's body has many parts that helps it to be such an excellent flyer. Can everyone give me their biggest smile? When we smile, what do we see? Yes, we see teeth. Birds do not have any teeth because they are too heavy. Also, birds are lightweight because they have hollow bones. Hollow means that they are empty inside. Birds have very strong breast muscles that allows them to flap their wings. The long, strong feathers on its wing and tail play a key role in helping them to fly because it allows them to balance and stare. All birds have beaks. Beaks come in different shapes and sizes and have many different uses, such as feeding or nest building. Like humans, birds have 2 legs with toes, but not 5 like humans do. Most birds have 3 or 4 toes, and the largest and tallest living bird, the ostrich, has 2 toes. All birds have 2 eyes. Explorers, go ahead and touch your ears. Does birds have ears on the outside of their head? No, birds have no ears on the outside of their head, but there are 2 holes on either side of their head that helps them to hear. They have internal ears. Now, the Bahamas is home to over 300 bird species. Some of these birds live here all year round, and some are visitors from other countries during the wintertime. These birds that live here all year round are called resident birds, while those that are only visiting are called migratory birds. So what are those birds called that live here all year round? Resident birds, right. And what about those birds that visit during the wintertime? Migratory birds. Excellent memory. Migratory birds that visit the Bahamas spend more time here than where they actually live. These migratory birds come here to escape the cold, find food, and some even come here to have their young. There are several differences between resident and migratory birds. Resident birds are able to change their diet according to its availability. Resident birds are also able to feed and reproduce in the same area. They do not fly over long distances and tend to be very territorial. Migratory birds, however, are lightweight, which makes it easier for them to travel long distances and leave their homes in search of a new area that has a great amount of food that they can eat. Can anyone name some Bahamian birds? Impressive! Chances are one of the first birds that you learned about in school is the West Indian or Caribbean flamingo, since it's the country's national bird. There are many birds in the Bahamas that are very easy to identify and have easy to remember names. The bananaquit, for example, is a small bird that has a yellow belly and chest and a white stripe from the end of its beak to the back of its head. We are able to identify hummingbirds because they are the smallest type of bird and they move their wings so fast it makes a humming sound. A popular hummingbird in the Bahamas is the Bahama woodstar, which has a purple neck that shines in the sunlight. Have you ever followed the sound of drilling, looked up into a tree, and discovered the culprit was a bird? What type of bird was it? That's correct. The bird was a woodpecker. These are easy to identify because they're usually clinging onto the side of a tree, hammering away in search of food. A popular woodpecker is the hairy woodpecker, who has a black and white stripe on its head and a special red spot on either side. All right, explorers, let's recap everything that we learned today. Raise your hand if you'd like to contribute.